What's up, guys, and welcome to the 20 into 30 podcast. You're joining myself, Luke Bradley, and my co-host, the Marty for Martin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good today, man.
You're looking very pumped because what was it you just told me?
Oh, I'm all hyped up today. I literally finished an energy drink a little while ago, and my adrenaline's burning because I was playing Call of Duty.
And you were doing
my butt kicked.
How good?
Oh, not very good at all. I don't know why I played Call of Duty because I literally suck at it so bad. But it's fun. It's fun just playing with the chums.
I'm generally rubbish on Call of Duty in general. I'm generally
rubbish at most games.
Yeah, same. But I do try. I'm a trier. We all like a trier,
I'm a trier.
So
say anything about us, won't say we're not triers.
Well, this is it, and we are now 1 week away. Well, when this goes out, which will be actually tomorrow, we are 4 days away from Christmas. It is all up in the air because we are now in Tier 4, which means London and Hertfordshire and all this sort of area is in Tier 4, which means you've only got your support bubbles. Other than that, you can't really go anywhere. So it's going to be a little bit different. But we're all going to have a great time, I'm sure. We're going to make the most of it. You can't get affected by things you can't control. And we can't control this. So I don't think, obviously it's gutting, but obviously it's out of our control. So let's not let it bother us too much.
Let's just get wasted and have a great time.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm going to make mulled cider. I like to make it a few days before. So it tastes the best it can for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And, I'll probably have a little bit Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. I can't do the whole thing though because I literally bought a slow cooker just to make mulled cider. So I got the biggest one I could get. I got a 6-liter slow cooker just to make mulled cider. Probably 3 or 4 years ago now.
A little bit of a drink problem. A little bit of a drink.
Yeah, 1 year. 1 year I messed it up.
No, a little bit of a drink problem there, mine.
No, I really like mulled cider. It's tasty. I could just boil the alcohol out of it, so it's technically not alcoholic, and be like, yeah, I'm just doing it for the taste. But then, where's the fun in that?
Martin was sending me videos the other day, and he was drinking at home, and he was not only drinking just rum, he was also drinking rum and a different flavored rum and tequila. With a Fanta Zero in a pint glass.
Put half a pint of alcohol in it and then just top the rest up with Fanta Zero. It was tasty though. Maybe shouldn't have put too much tequila in it, but it was good.
I don't even know how you were still functioning, but we've also just come off. We got the results from the Olympia. I know you're not massive on it, but people who are, Big Ramy is the new Mr. Olympia, which he looked amazing.
I saw that today.
He looked amazing. Phil looked great as well. Like Phil Heath looked amazing, and Brandon Curry and that looked amazing. But I think definitely 100% Ramy. As soon as I saw the fight, I was like, well, "There's no way Ramy can't win this. He's looking huge."
Is this his first one?
No, he's been there for 7 years, I think, doing it.
Is it his first win?
Oh yeah, it's his first win. Yeah, first win. But he's always been up there, but he never could get the conditioning with the size because he's so big. But this year he smashed it, so that was quite cool. This weekend.
Saw it this morning. He did look good. It's cool when someone's been in it for so long and they've been clearly working hard, and they've been hungry for it, and then they finally got it. He must be loving it.
Well, it just shows you, just because you don't get it straight away, you don't give up. He'd been coming there 7 odd years, and now he's finally got it.
I think bodybuilding and the Mr. Olympia is a very good, they're good things anyway to look at people at peak performance and what you could achieve if you wanted it. But it's more of it's good for showing if you don't give up what you can achieve. Some of those guys, they go there every year and they might never win it, but they keep on trying. They don't give up. They keep on pushing it. They try every year, and sometimes they will get it. Like Ramy did. Listen, he's gone how many years, and this year he just fucking smashed it.
Well, the thing is, it's one of those things. Even just to be on that stage, even if you're there competing, then you are the top of the world anyway. But then to be that number one, damn. But it's like everything, isn't it? You need to just carry on, and you can't control where you're placed, but you can control how much effort you put in, and therefore you keep putting the effort in, and hopefully in the end your control will influence the results because you'll bring the package that they can't not look at.
Yeah, exactly. I always say you always get out of something what you put into it. If you put hard 50% into it, you'll get 50% out of it. You put full on 100% into it, you'll get that out of it. You just got to work at it and keep at it. It might not come straight away, but it'll come eventually.
You got to take
just keep on it.
take the ups and the downs. You know, like if it was always up,
Yeah,
for example, how would you know what
it was
it's like being
always
down?
up. You would never know what down was,
Yeah.
and you would never know. Like you might not be grateful for it. Whereas if you've had ups and downs, you're like, all right, I've been. If you have ups all the time, you never learn anything, really, do you? Because you learn from your downs and you learn from your mistakes and your failures. And I think if you don't have downs, then you know you're lucky because you're really you're good if you've done that. If you never had downs, but yeah, no, you need to have some downs just to learn from your mistakes and stuff. I have downs all the time. My lab's like 90% down, so I should be the smartest guy in the world right now. But I don't like to make a mistake once. I like to make it 5 times just to make sure.
Just to really learn from it, you know. Well,
yeah, it's like what I do with my printing.
We're keeping this shorter than normal today, guys. We just want to come on and jump on and tell you some of the things that we're going to be doing over the Christmas period to stay on track, whilst also enjoying the festive period and also setting us up right for January, because we're going to come out of the bag strong. Obviously, if you're in tier 4 at the moment, then the gyms are shut, but that doesn't mean just because the gym's shut, you have to give up in what you're looking for and what your goals are. There's always ways of finding the path that you need to get there. It might be slower and it might not be as fun as, you know, going down the gym and training and stuff, but we can still get there. So I have a very sort of certain routine that I always run pretty much Christmas time. Do you have anything that you have, Martin, that you do in the run up to Christmas, knowing that you're going to have lots of chocolates and stuff? Oh, it's like shaking
I just kind of wing it, to be fair. I'm the sort of guy that when I used to work at my old company, I'd be like, someone brings chocolates in, I'm like, don't eat those chocolates, man. Don't you eat those chocolates. I walk past and be like, oh, chocolates. Last year, I was in really good condition last year, actually. I did pretty well.
Yeah, you were.
And I always felt a bit proud of myself when I didn't eat chocolates, but then also a little bit like, oh,
you gotta
get chocolate.
You gotta have the balance, you know. Look, Christmas is once a year, and you don't have to go crazy, but you don't have to miss out either. I think you can have both, and it's just about having like a set sort of thing in place that you know you're not going to go too crazy about it. You can enjoy it. So some of those things that I do, like I obviously every time in the run up to Christmas, I have a small deficit in my diet. So a good month to month and a half, I'll have a deficit in my diet, so that as I'm coming up to Christmas, I'm getting leaner and leaner and leaner. So then when I get to Christmas, I allow myself 2 days to just do what I like. Literally do what I like. And I mean, I will do what I like. Yeah. Now,
I've seen you eat as well.
I can eat, can't I? I can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are shocked how much I can eat.
More than most people I know. Like,
I can eat.
Everyone has that misconception that I eat a lot, but I don't. I just eat fast. I don't eat a lot. I just eat like a dog. I eat very quickly.
But I
don't eat a lot.
Obviously, this isn't going to help people this year in this term. A bit of advice, like a little tip that I do, but I do, like I say, a month to a month and a half will have a deficit in the run up to Christmas, which means when I come to Christmas, I'm leaner than I normally am. I'm then going to give myself 2 days, rather than saying this Christmas period, I'm going to give myself 2 weeks or a week where I just do whatever I like. I will give myself the 2 days, and because of where I've been in a deficit in the run up to Christmas, only a small deficit, then those 2 days are doing absolutely what I like, eating, drinking, chocolate, everything. I don't really put on much weight, so that when I come back out of that 2-day period, that I just then slip back into my diet.
To be honest, I don't think you put on as much weight as people seem to think you do. Like, if you sit around and do nothing all the whole time and just eat constantly and let yourself get out of control, then yeah, you might do. But last year, I didn't really go... I didn't go mad, but I wasn't being conservative like you were. I was like, screw it, it's Christmas, I'm going to eat what I want, like pretty much the whole time. And I didn't really put on much weight at all because my body was so used to just... My metabolism was fast anyway from where I was like working and stuff. I've been doing all the walking and all the steps before, so my metabolism burnt most of it off straight away anyway. And it was only a couple of days I was out of the gym form and not working for anyway, so... Normally I take a week off over Christmas from the gym, although now it's sort of like mandatory. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to add some HIIT training into my home workouts, I think. And HIIT training is really easy. It takes like 5-10 minutes, and you can get good sweat on and get your blood pumping. And I think that's all I'm going to do. And I reckon I'll be all right, to be honest. I just need to make sure I don't get out of control of eating, because being at home, it's so tempting to just go to the fridge. And I find I always get the temptation to snack a lot more around this time. Well, not around this time, just being at home in general. So what I started doing is fill up like a liter bottle of water. If I feel hungry, drink some water. Because I find that helps so much. Just a lot of the time, you'll be like bored and you'll be hungry and you'll be like, oh, I'm just going to eat something. I'm just going to snack on this. But you're not really. You're thirsty because you realize I've been at home all day and I haven't drank a single thing. Or like me, I've been at home like today. I've been at home all day. I've drank like one energy drink and that is it. And it's like it's like 3 o'clock now.
Mm.
The worst thing is I've got a liter bottle outside of my bed as well. I'm just like,
well,
I'll drink that later.
I agree that is one thing. Like boredom, people are going to eat for boredom. They're not doing as much as they normally would. And also thirst, a lot of the foods that are like really tasty, they're going to be more sugary, more salty, and they're going to make you more thirsty. And then if you're thinking, oh, I'm bored a bit and I'm just sitting around, I'm hungry, you're not. You just need a drink. So have a drink, make sure you're hydrated. Obviously, if you're drinking alcohol as well, you're going to be more dehydrated. So having water and things like that is going to help that hunger and things. One of the other things I'd say is, like you say, is keeping active. I'd say even if you want to take some time off the gym, or even if you want to take some time off your training, that's fine. Just make sure that every day you're doing a little bit of cardio. So that literally could be going out for an hour's walk. Now that might sound like quite a bit, but half an hour, if you've got like a nice little route you can do, just do that route. Or even if you just want to walk half an hour in one direction, half an hour back, that's what I do. So I'll make sure that I get up and I still do my hour cardio every day. So if I'm going to take a holiday over this Christmas and I'll have 10 days off, but every day bar from Christmas Day and Boxing Day, might even still go out Boxing Day, but bar Christmas Day, I will still go out every day for my hour's walk.
The bonus thing is we've had so many lockdowns this year, and there's been in tier 4 now is technically a third lockdown, kind of, even though it's a tier thing. It's still basically a lockdown.
Yeah.
So many people will probably have home workout equipment. So a lot of people, I reckon, I think the normal people used in the gym every day, they'll be fine because they'll be working out still. They'll be doing their stuff. The people who go here and there, they might struggle a bit more, and the people that don't go probably aren't interested, so they can do what they want anyway. And that's the key. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. Because in the words of Bob Ross, it's your world. And you can do what you want.
Well, we literally...
It's so much better.
I think, we're going to say definitely you got water, Martin. We agree on that. We agree on keeping moving. Have your 2 days off if you want to, but then keep moving after that if you've got like a holiday of a week or whatever. Also then... for next year, or if you ever got a period of time where you want to eat a load of food, give yourself a slight deficit in the run-up. Well, I would also, do you know what I'm terrible for doing? Like you get all the celebrations and the roses and all that stuff. Like, well, they're like one bite things. Like you can eat them in one bite, right? But what I've started doing is I would eat them in multiple bites. So like
I was going to say, I nibble at them.
Yeah, I nibble at them. So like a small Snickers now, that's like 3 bites.
To be fair, a small Snickers in your hands is like a normal Snickers. So.
Well, this is it. This is like a king-size Snicker. But I will literally...
Two together, you got the double pack.
Double pack, innit? But I will like, instead of just throwing it in my mouth, then I'll just eat it slower. So I'd even say that with your Christmas dinner and that. Eat a bit slower. Like, when you've got a mouthful of food and you're a fast eater anyway, especially mine, you can throw it down so quick that your body's not even getting the time to realise it's full before you're putting more food into it. It takes a bit of time for you to register, I'm feeling full. So just take your time, enjoy it. Have a chat whilst eating dinner. Like you're enjoying your food because everyone sits there quietly at the point where the food comes out. But maybe try and talk to someone. They might not talk back to you, just talk at them and just being, well, I'm gonna say that again
all the time. I always say this to myself, like I'm gonna take it slow. I'm gonna enjoy this food. And then it comes, I'm like, I just eat way too fast.
This is it, and we all do it. Like I'm not a fast eater, but I can just tuck it away. But I know this, so I try to slow myself down even more, so that my body gets a bit of time to go. Yeah, Luke, you're full. Back up.
Yeah. Good shout. Another thing, going back to like the chocolates, where you're saying you nibble them. I was going to say one at a time as well, people. Like when I was like a chubbier fellow, I'd happily just pick up like 3 of the Mars bar things. You got to make sure they're the same flavor, or you can mix them up and chuck them all in my mouth at the same time. Like,
how many?
Huh?
How many?
I don't know, just a hand. Just how many ever I could open in one hand in one go. And just be like,
oh my.
Yeah, I was quite big at one point though.
You were. You lost a lot of weight. But
I didn't even realise it at the time either.
Well, you don't know because it goes on, and then you like see yourself all the time, don't you?
Yeah, slowly.
And
I
then
can feel it now though. When I know I've been bad. And the worst thing is, I looked on Just Eat earlier, and like they do like delivery dessert things like creams and stuff, and I can get waffles. And I'm like, don't do it, man. You don't need that stuff in
see,
your life.
whenever someone puts up like on their Insta stories and that, and they put up like a picture of food and that, like normally when it's like a homemade meal and something, I'm literally like, that looks banging, right? But
Mm.
whenever it's like pudding and stuff, I'm just like, nah.
You're not a pudding person, though, are you? You don't really like pudding that much.
No, sorry, I thought I was getting a delivery. I
Huh?
ordered a shower head for
It's still not
my
come yet.
bathroom. It still hasn't come. Today's the last day. I know it's not coming, but I keep hearing, and I thought, well, we're recording, so I won't. I might not hear. Well, I probably will hear my buzzer because it's so aggressive. I was like, I don't want to miss my shower head. Am I going to have to pause this? But it's not. It's the neighbour. Um,
No, I'm still waiting for boxes actually. Like I ordered a load of packing boxes, and some of them were out of stock, and they said they were going to be back in by like I think the 14th or something. And I was like, oh, that's well close to Christmas. Well, it turns out I made something else work. I had other boxes luckily, but they still ain't turned up yet. Still waiting.
I think obviously this year it's just like people aren't moving around so much, so they're just overloaded, aren't they?
Everywhere's overloaded. My dad works for the Royal Mail, and he tells me every day it's just like it's always busy around this time of year anyway. But because of the pandemic, people aren't going to visit people, so they're sending gifts rather than and ordering gifts for people rather than going and actually giving them to them themselves. Where they would, normally you go like to your families, you take a big load of gifts over. But this year, because it's so bad, everyone's sending them, so the post office is absolutely slammed. But I understand people got to send their gifts. They want to send presents
and
and stuff.
I'm sure they're short staffed as well because of it all. So
they are postmen. Respect to postmen, they do long hours and they do a lot of overtime to try and get people's packages on. And I know a lot of offices are struggling at the moment, so it's hard for them. But they
tough time out there. They'll get it done.
So just be patient, maybe. If you've ordered something, if you've ordered something, you're waiting for it. Try to be a little bit patient because it will come. They're just having a hard time at the moment.
Well, this is it. But what's your plan over Christmas? How are you keeping yourself accountable?
Oh, I'm not struggling keeping myself motivated. I basically, so what I've done is when I've gone out and got my shopping and stuff, I just haven't bought anything that I know I'm going to snack on.
Yeah.
Because I know I'll snack on it. And for me, it's easy. If I don't have it in the house, I can't eat it, so I won't eat it. And I'm not going to go. I'm too lazy to go and walk around the shops to go and buy it just for like a snack. I just do that, and I just try to. I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on what I eat anyway. I'm not as good lately as I should be, but times are tough.
I love that. We're going to come on here and we're going to give you some advice, like how to stay on track in that. Mine's like, I can't bother to walk to a shop. I'm just going to eat what I want to eat. I used to put like multiple chocolates in my mouth at once.
That's my advice to stay on track. Don't put multiple chocolates in your mouth. Just have one at a time. Or half of one. Or those chocolates I got the other day.
The Heroes.
No, the pack that was in that gift box. Yeah, they were all gone by like the next day.
Oh, really?
Really? So basically, my idea is if it's all gone, I can't eat it anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. So the faster it's gone, the faster I don't have to eat it. Which is, to be fair, it worked out handy because I ate it in a week that I was still going to the gym and working out, rather than this week I'll be sitting at home like, oh, what have I got? I know I've got to snack on it.
I love that. So, Martin, your advice this Christmas is eat everything so that it's just gone out the way.
Well, then it's not there to tempt you. No, that's not my advice, really. That's just what I do. I'm not the sort of person you should follow as an example. I'm really good at giving advice and hearing people's problems and giving advice on what to do. Absolutely terrible at taking my own advice. I'm just like, do this, and listen and communicate really well. And I'm like, I'll do the opposite. But you said that, you do that, but I'll do the opposite.
Oh, what are you like? No, that is, at least you're being honest. Like I say, my Christmas plan is the same. I do the deficit up to Christmas. I give myself the 2 days. I make sure I work out over the Christmas period. I will have maybe 2 days off training. Sometimes I take a week over Christmas as well, to be fair. Sometimes I do take a week. This year, I probably won't because I'm not training in the gym and it's not as intense. So I probably won't. I'll probably still do an hour of home workout every day, which will literally consist of push-ups, sit-ups, dips, triceps, biceps, shoulders, and abs. Because
Mine will
I do
literally
that
do the
body weight
same.
stuff.
Like, although I say I'm going to eat everything and stuff, I will still do my workout every day. But I'm going to do a workout, but I'm going to add HIIT training in as well, just to try and keep my cardiovascular levels up. Because I find when you don't go to the gym, like I do cardio most days when I go to the gym, but I find if you stop that, that's the thing. Like your strength and stuff, you can remain and you can maintain it by doing like body weight stuff. It will dip a little bit, but I always find the fitness and the like cardiovascular level just will plummet.
Yeah. If it's just keeping it moving, isn't it? And like not looking as Christmas Day, as we said earlier, as a week thing. Just looking at it as like a two day celebration, like your birthday. Like, well, actually, some people do their birthday for a week too.
Yeah, they do. See, I'm lucky because I don't really think of Christmas as a big, like, you know me. I'm not like massive into Christmas. I don't think Christmas. It's not a big deal to me.
What?
So for me, it's really just another day. So
I thought you were like Christmas's #1 fan.
No, I'm not. I just it's not my thing, you know. Last year I didn't even do Christmas, did I? Like I just treated it like a normal day and just got drunk, which is
so basically you did it a year earlier than you should have.
Yeah, if I knew Christmas,
you were like role playing for.
I was practicing for
2020. You did a role play in 2019 for 2020.
Literally that, yeah. And I don't know why. I just I didn't really have the money for it last year because I just obviously started my business, and things weren't too bad, but I was just taking it easy. Like my family understood and stuff, so they were fine with it. And I saw them around the holiday, so it's not like I just completely blanked everyone. No, I just didn't really do it. But I'm not a big Christmas fan, so it's easier for me to stay on track because I'm not too worried about it. I only really have Christmas Day because of the food on Christmas Day.
I do love a bit of Christmas. I do love it.
The worst thing is, I tell my family every year, like, don't give me any chocolates, don't give me any sweets and stuff. Christmas Day will rock around, and then everyone's got me chocolates and sweets. And I'm like, what did I just say?
Well, that's because they know you want it.
No, it's because it's easy, and people are. It's so easy just to be like, what should I get someone? Oh, I don't know. I just get some chocolates. I'd rather just don't have anything.
But
I say don't give me chocolates, just don't do it because I'm going to eat them.
I will chow though. Like I say, enjoy yourself for the 2 days. Just keep it as 2 days. 2 days ain't gonna do nothing. It's like if you have a salad one day, that's not gonna make you fit and healthy. And if you go to the gym one day, that's not gonna make you fit and healthy. Just like if you have a burger one day, that's not gonna make you unhealthy. So
a burger every day.
Yeah, it's not good. Then obviously
like
pizza every day.
One drink a week, you're not an alcoholic, but you drink every day. You might have to question, like, is there something I should be talking about? Oh, you know that bottle of wine they gave me as well? That was a part of that group thing that I got. Huh?
Has that gone as well?
Yeah, I drank it all last night.
Oh, for God's sake, you are rogue.
It wasn't very alcoholic, so I just drank the whole thing.
It was a bottle of wine.
Tasty.
It was a bottle of wine. Wine is about 15%.
It was like a spritzer. I wasn't even drunk by the end of it. I went and played Call of Duty.
That's because you're drinking so much.
Afterwards. No, it wasn't.
Because you're drinking so much. Mine, don't make this an intervention.
Well, we're going to have a full-on intervention on the podcast.
Guys, welcome to Martin's intervention because we need to talk about all this drinking. He's got a lot of drinking going up. We're going to let it go because it's December. But this carries on in January, then we might have to talk.
Hey, it's not a problem if you don't call it one. It's fine.
For God's sake. But obviously this year's going to be different. But we're going to get through it. We're going to, like I say, we can't control it, so we're just going to not be bothered by it. We're going to worry about what we can control. What we can control is our activity, our health, our well-being, talking to people that this year might not be able to obviously get to their family and friends. If you know anyone like that, guys, pick up the phone, give them a message, like see how they are, you know, if they need a support bubble and you haven't got one yet, maybe bubble up with them and then go to them for Christmas. Think about these things because this year is definitely something where it's trying to be less selfish in general. Now, I'm not saying everyone's selfish people, but even the person who thinks of people the most, this year even more so needs to be done. I know I this year I've really worked on trying to be less selfish, definitely.
Yeah.
So we need to think about these things, and I am definitely going to enjoy some Christmas pudding over the holidays. I know that you're a support bubble with your sister, so you're going over there. She's going to be making dinner and everything like that.
Yeah.
Does she go like full on in?
My sister is a really good cook, so I'm yeah, I'm pretty hyped for this. And she's got loads of pigs and blankets, so that's fine. Her boyfriend's vegetarian as well, so it's literally just me and Sarah in the
So
pigs and blankets. So I'm cool with that. It's
you've
more
got
for
it
me. I
sorted.
feel like a pack to myself. I've actually bought some pigs and blankets as well, and they're in the freezer just so that I can have extra, like on Boxing Day if I want, maybe just have a couple of
Too right.
secret.
Too right. Saying that, I had to pop to the store. When did I go? Friday night to pick up some stuff. And there was a lot of Christmas stuff still in there, and I think that's obviously where no one knew what was going to go on, and I don't think people are buying as much. I don't think this year because they just don't know what's going on.
That's going to have to change now.
Well,
Ben said he went to Asda today, and he said it was absolutely heaving. He said he had to leave his trolley before he could go down the meat aisle and squeeze through people to get down the aisle. It was jam packed. The shelves are being absolutely cleared out.
We're going to definitely have a rough couple of months ahead, I think. But
I think so.
It is what it is. Like I say, we can't worry about it. We can only do our best. We just control the things that we can control and let them influence us and affect our feelings. So what we are going to say is we are off next week. Well, this episode will come out on the 21st. We're then off on the 28th. And then we'll be back on the 4th. So we're going to have a little holiday of a week off, aren't we?
That'll be New Year's, whole New Year thing. Get to celebrate 2021.
This year has gone fast though.
This year, I always look at the year at the end of the year and be like, oh man, the year went really quick. To be fair, if it wasn't for Corona, this year could have been awesome because we had a great summer.
We really did. We really did.
I just missed out on all the barbecues, although I had some secret ones, but don't tell the police. For
God's sake. Well, we're going to have a week off anyway, guys. So we won't be back the Monday of the 28th, but we will be back Monday of the 4th. We just like to say, we want to just come on and give you a quick little podcast, tell you some of the things we're going to be doing to keep on track. Guys, if you want to follow some of the advice, fantastic. See how you feel about it. Drop us some notes in the comments below and let us know how that goes. If you don't want to follow it, listen to Martin's advice. Stick 4 chocolates in your mouth at a time. And what was the impression you did, Martin?
Or leave us a comment and tell us what you're doing to stay on track over this holiday period. That'd be a good one.
I want to know because I'm currently dieting. I'm now with a coach, Patrick. He's now coaching me because I feel like I've always done my own diets and training except for my first ever diet, which was a long time ago. It was done by a guy called Bradley, which was really good. I feel like now I want to have a coach and see how far we could get my physique with a coach. So I'm looking forward to that in January. So there are things coming up that are still exciting for me. I've got big ideas for the business next year, big ideas for my physique next year. So for me, I am pumped for 2021. I know it's going to be a rough one. Mine, what are you looking forward to for 2021 before we say goodbye to the guys?
Oh, I'm like all the stuff I've got planned for Thunder Props. I've got so much stuff going on that I've been working on for the end of this year that I'm going to start pushing out more to the start of next year. Like the Patreon, my new t-shirt designs, all the new videos I'll be doing about all the new props I'm making. I've got like a massive back catalogue of props that I'm going to do videos for finishing and stuff. So I've got a lot of stuff to work on. So there'll be a lot of stuff coming to the whole Thunder Props thing. Nice. I'm excited for all that. And hopefully when I start getting these new t-shirt designs, I'm really excited to get the t-shirt designs out because they've come out pretty good. Yeah, they're kind of nice, the pictures I've done from. And I've got some new ideas for all different designs as well. So it's going to be, I'm really excited to start doing that and pushing them out more. And get my patent going as well. I'm going to change all the pricing on it, I think.
Well, with lots of things coming up with your business. So guys, sit down, think about your goals for 2021 because just because things are slower and harder doesn't mean that your focus should stop, okay? Now, remember guys, you can find us here every Monday, except next Monday, on the 20 into 30 podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. Martin, where can they find you?
They can find me at The Mighty Thor on Instagram or Thunderprops 3D, also on Instagram. Both pages have a link in it to the link tree, which will go to an Etsy page where you can also find me and find some of the cool stuff that they do at Thunderprops. Nice. And the merch store and everything, to be fair.
So a lot going on there. They can find you.
I might have to add a link for this. I'll have to add a link in my link tree for the 20 to 30 podcast and put that in there as well.
Do it. You can just find me, guys, at Luke Bradley on Instagram and 20 into 30 podcast. And until then, guys, we are both wishing you all a happy holidays. Have a great time. And we're going to come back smashing it hard in the 2021.